so you're doing good.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't come in last. I'm a 40-year-old lesbian against like a bunch of 10-year-old kids who do this as a career. So, I mean, I feel like not coming in last, I'm doing quite well. Quite well. So yeah, so my nephew's here and we love it when he's here. And he was supposed to go home Saturday, but there was a kind of a babysitting conundrum up in Rochester, so we
Oh,
agreed
what
to keep
happened?
it. Oh, just we didn't know a certain family member wasn't going to be in town like that week, and yada yada yada. So we, we wanted him to stay anyway. But
Mm-hmm.
the original deal was we were going to trade him to his parents at the state fair.
Okay.
Okay, so
Mm-hmm.
that's how it started, right?
Mm-hmm.
And since even though the plans changed, his mother really still wanted to go to the concert that we had agreed we were going to go to. And I was like, okay, we could do that and we'll go watch the concert. It's her favorite band. It was live, live.
Oh, used to love
Yeah.
them.
Yeah, they're great. So
Mm-hmm.
like, yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing them for it's like $10 to get into the fair. So like,
Right.
whatever,
Right.
we'll go fart around and watch the concert and go home. Well, somehow things got out of hand with kids wanting to go on rides
Yeah.
and different family members coming at different times, and I got stuck in the heat at the fair all day.
And let's
okay?
say Amy was there during this heat wave.
I'm there during the heat wave. Like I used to love going to this thing, and I was texting you. I'm like, how did I used to like this? I don't get this. This
Right.
is like, I guess I've just become, just more introverted and a homebody since I
Well,
started going to.
But I got some good
fatter.
material out of you
Yeah.
going there because we were
Yeah.
like shooting
Yeah,
around
we
some
were
jokes
thinking up
back
with
and
some
forth.
yeah. While I was driving, I got on this little trolley thing, and I just started. I left Sherry because I couldn't take it, and left her with Gavin to wait for some family members. And I was like, "What am I going to do with myself? I'm so hot. I don't want to sit here. It's uncomfortable." So I got on this trolley, and all it does is just go around to different stops on the stairs. I went on a joyride on
Was it
it.
air conditioned?
No, but at least it was sponsored by like Chevy trucks, and it just like takes you around. So I'm looking around, and Sherry's like, "Where'd you go? I wanted to meet you." So I got off at one of the bus stops and I waited for her.
Yeah.
And
Did you
she's
say
like, "What
you
do
were on a
wanna-"
joyride? They're probably
Yeah,
like,
that's
trolley!
enough. Now, why did she get off the damn trolley?
What's this? Is she okay?
I'm just sitting there, just going around. So we got off. I met Sherry at one stop, and it was actually interesting. I kind of passed it by. The other times we went to the fair, it was the Pan African Village,
What?
and I heard it was the Pan African
that?
Village. So it's like Caribbean and African dancing and food and stuff. So it was pretty cool. And I want to know what you think of this. Here, I got it. Let me get it out here. So I bought Sherry a gift there.
Yeah.
We watched a little African we watched a little African drumming, and we've been doing I've been doing the psychic earthy stuff, and so I bought Sherry this thing.
Oh, it is a lesbian drum.
We got our first household lesbian drum.
Yup, that's
And
what
now-
that's what a lesbian comes with, a
It
cat and a
says
drum.
It says it's handmade in Kenya, but what do you think? I mean, I think maybe
I think it could have been. I don't know.
I don't know if it was handmade in Kenya. It's got
Yeah.
some kind of fur on here. I'm just as long as honestly, even if it was made in China and they're pulling our leg, I went on Ali. Okay?
Yeah, so I think
I
it might be
tried to
true.
look. It might be handmade in Kenya. As long as I don't get anthrax from the skin, I'm good. Okay.
Yeah, don't take off that tag that says made
No.
in Kenya.
So, but we do have our first. We got our first lesbian.
Yup. Oh, listen to that.
Yeah, it's got a good tone to it. So,
Yeah.
and the price was good. So,
All right.
got our first lesbian.
I like that.
Drum. So yeah, we spent a bunch of time there, and then the best place at the whole state fair is the Native American village, because there's trees everywhere, and it's peaceful, and it's not very crowded over there. So if you want to if you're stuck at the state fair and you're fat like me,
Yeah.
okay, and you can't find the Crocs tent,
Crocs tent.
and you don't want to walk around very much, you just take yourself on the trolley to the Native American village, and you can sit there peaceful all day, and there's a Pokestop there.
Oh
so
my gosh. So
set
when
up-
does this fair end?
It's still going till Labor Day, so you got all weekend to go ruin your weekend at the
I
fair.
pass.
Yeah, it's if you've never been to it, it's honestly a lot of fun.
Oh, I've
but
been.
I've been a lot of times.
I've been a couple times.
I drank the milk. I had the baked potato.
I went in those stinky barns.
I saw the butter sculpture. I saw the little old lesbians driving the horse carts. I've seen the Clydesdales.
The
I've
chickens,
seen,
the cows.
Yeah.
I looked at them all.
I've seen all that crap.
My favorite, though, was the fancy bunnies. Have you seen the rabbits?
I would want
the long hair bunnies. I did not know that there was so many varieties of rabbits.
There's a lot of freaking bunnies in there.
A lot of different floppy
But
ear,
honestly, to go out there in the heat all day just to look at some exotic bunnies, I don't know. It was just a bit much.
I can't even imagine. It was not that hot when I went. I can't even imagine how bad those freaking barns must smell right now.
Well, I didn't even go in them. I skipped it this year. And luckily they did have a lot of water and Gatorade places where you could buy Gatorade at a low price. So that was... Yeah. So I survived it.
Today was brutal. I took a picture of myself. You could have wrang my shirt out. I was soaked.
I saw you. I didn't think you were going to make it.
It was bad. I was a PSA. If anyone's looking to hire me, please.
Yeah, Cindy will work for cheap.
I work for cheap for air condition and a nice chair.
Under the table if need be. She doesn't need to, be on the books.
Air conditioning and a nice chair.
A little air conditioning and not a lot of stairs to go on. And give us a call. Yeah. She can't do this pickle pizza her whole life. So
I'm too old. But
so there's that, and then so I got a little excitement going on October 20th. I'm going to make my professional psychic debut at a psychic fair. That my friend Mandy is hosting.
Yeah.
She's the one that trained me, so I gotta practice for the next.
All right. Well, we're gonna try.
I got like 2 months to practice before.
Yeah. We're definitely gonna.
I did good in like 2 days and 2 weeks, so I'm thinking 2 months from now I should be Teresa Caputo in this.
Yeah. Well, I didn't set up a caller for this show, but we are gonna try to double up. Maybe knock one off over the weekend, so I will definitely set us up a caller.
I'm out of practice right now because of my Fortnite training. I've been very focused on that, so I'm a little out of my meditation routine and stuff. Yeah. And I've been thinking more about guns and shooting people online right now instead of psychic energy. So
yeah, so I just I haven't had time to even. I mean, I've barely got to watch The Bachelor in Paradise, and that's when you know it's a crisis. Okay.
That's what keeps you. I know I can't watch Westworld right now because there's too many boobies on it for my little nephew. So
right. So he starts school next week, right?
Yeah, he's going back Friday. So
yeah, I just I've been so busy between the comedy.
You are busy.
Yeah. So. But that's all right. It's good. It's good. Bee. So yeah, it's been good.
I can't wait to see what you're gonna do next. You keep surprising us. So
I know it. And I've been racking my brains. I think I'm going balls to the walls on the secret pickle sauce. So that's my next obsession.
Is that going to be your retirement plan, do you think?
Yeah. Well, I never seem to do anything that makes me money. Oh, by the way, I will be, since I'm plugging myself, I have an art show at Artist Row in I think it's September 16th at the Rochester Public Market.
Oh yeah, you love
Kaz Photography. Yeah. I am having a huge sale. $20.
Is also a gifted photographer.
Yeah, $20 for a 16 by 20 canvas of all different kinds of my work. So if anybody out there is interested, it's an amazing show. Really, really great local artists, and you will not be disappointed in the jewelry. I mean, it's jeweled, so you have to be accepted to sell there. Yeah. So obviously everything is just like really, really cool. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Do you have any senior pictures lined up? I know it's senior time.
No, I didn't do it this year.
I've got 3.
Good, that's good.
I haven't done them yet because I probably need to get to those. It's Grease school, so I'm not sure when they're due exactly.
Oh, you're fine.
I'm doing a bunch of headshots for some fellow comics, but I'm not charging them. I'm just going to make them all meet me at one place, not, you know what I mean?
Yeah, just
Do
line
all of
them up,
at
boom,
once.
boom, boom, boom.
Yup, different backgrounds and, But, yeah, and I bought a sound system. So, because the Jokes for Jugs that I'm hosting doesn't have it. So I bought one you can open and close. It's decent. It wasn't expensive. I used my comedy money to buy it that I made this weekend. Yeah. And, it's nice. It's got Bluetooth, so I can do the music. Great. So I was laughing. So Danielle and me hooked it up.
Fill me in on that. Yeah, there was some kind of singing and stuff.
Yes, you saw the post on Facebook.
Was that Dan?
Yes, because it's like it does everything. It's karaoke. You can do anything on this.
I want that for my basement. You're gonna have to let.
Oh, it's crazy. These speakers are like enormous, and they're on these big things. It's cool, but they have wheels and they're not real heavy, and it's definitely. Yeah. So I mean, now I was laughing. I'm like, I'm a DJ.
Yeah.
I do comedy, and I can do karaoke.
And you make pickle pizza.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could run the whole bar, honestly.
Yeah. Right. I'm thinking like I am like, I'm your one stop.
You don't want to open a bar. That's like the hardest business to like earn a profit.
One stop shop. Just have me come do your entertainment.
Yeah.
Right?
You could. Yeah, you could do
comedy. I could
some
do it
parties.
All. Yeah. All right, listen, let's take a quick break right here, and we will be back in a couple minutes, and we have got a lot of stupid news.
Stupid news.
Stupid news. We'll be right back. Hello and welcome back to A Couple of Instigators.
Welcome back, everyone. So I have to start out with kind of a sad story, unfortunately. Cindy.
Yes, I'm listening.
Are you listening?
I'm listening. Here we go.
Yeah. So I have a sad story to report. I'm not being sarcastic. Unfortunately, we talk about a lot of crazy animal stories on here.
Right.
And unfortunately, there was another alligator attack and death in South Carolina over the last 2 weeks that we've been off. And sadly and ironically enough, it was a teacher at the school district that my mother works for.
That's crazy.
Yeah, all this time I've been like, anti-alligator and terrified of these alligators, and it ends up being someone that my mother knew and worked with. It wasn't at the exact same school, but she knew of her. Her name was Cassandra Klein, and she worked for the Union Endicott School District for 16 years, and she was killed while walking her dog on Hilton Head Island in South Carolina. Mm-hmm. I don't know how many listeners we have from the Southern Tier. Remind me, I want to try to get us on something down here. I want to see if someone will carry our podcast down here, because we're kind of talk about both areas. But they're doing a school supply drive in her honor, and Harris 6 Studio and Hooper Road in Endwell, you can drop off any kind of school supplies for kids in honor of Mrs. Klein. So, yeah, I just thought it was a little ironic that it was someone from our area here. So, yeah.
That's terrible.
Yeah, really bad.
I saw the story too, but I had no idea.
Yeah.
While we're on the story of animals, the snake clutching the Wegmans car. Listen.
Yes.
Did you see the picture of that snake?
I saw the picture of the snake. It was wrapped very tightly around the rack on the bottom. So, it was just a little milk snake. It wasn't poisonous. At first, when I heard about it, I thought, oh my God, it must have crawled out of some foreign vegetables or something like that and got on the carpet. It was just outside, and I guess they just the manager just kind of calmly came outside, and one of the employees kind of just grabs the snake and they put it back in the weeds, like out back there. They didn't kill it, so. They just kind of
Yep. So it was it was a milk something, and
milk snake.